Biggest reason for optimism heading into the next season. Maverick, you go. Because you're an optimistic chap.
I'm the optimistic one here. Okay. Biggest reason for optimism, you still have Nick Bosa, you still have Fred Warner, and although you have a new defensive coordinator, you have a lot of cornerstones at every level, especially if you're able to re-sign Jason Verrett or draft a corner in the first round. You would have a pretty good defense still. And I think Kyle Shanahan, as we saw, as long as there's competence each week at quarterback, I think they can hang in every single game.
Yeah, I'm with Maverick. You have a fifth-year head coach who has had the last 4 years to digest what it's like being a head coach in the NFL, and the cornerstones are what stands out to me. Trent Williams, I have on my cornerstone list, so if you lose him, that's huge, and that really brings down my optimism level, my how optimistic I am. But Brandon Ayuk's a cornerstone, Deebo Samuel's a cornerstone, George Kittle. I like to put Dre Greenlaw on that list with Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. So you have enough players to keep you competitive, and it really just comes down to how you handle this offseason to get you back to where you need to be. But you have enough in place already as it is.
Okay. My biggest reason for optimism is, well, two things. One, the schedule is easy next year. They're playing a bunch of last place teams. Two, I think this pandemic and this lowered salary cap is going to play into the Niners' hands because it's going to force a lot of teams to trade their highly paid quarterbacks, teams that didn't expect that they were going to have to trade them, teams like Atlanta, teams like Detroit, teams like Green Bay maybe. And so all of a sudden there's going to be this market for quarterbacks who are way cheaper for the team trading for them than the team dealing them because of that prorated bonus, because of the $60 million signing bonus they were given by the previous team that is not the new team isn't responsible for. So I feel like the Niners have an ace up their sleeve that they're going to find a way to improve at quarterback, and that's going to go a long, long way because, the Niners had a lot of injuries in 2020. They also had a lot of injuries in 2019. The difference is that the quarterback stayed healthy in 2019. In 2020, he didn't. And even when he was healthy, he stunk. So if they could just get 16 games out of Matt Ryan or Matthew Stafford or whoever, I think they're right back where they need. I think they're right back in the NFC Championship game, or at least they're competing with Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. So that's one reason for optimism, an impending solution to the quarterback conundrum.